Everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna try to make some croissant. So what we're gonna need is 2 cups of flour. We're gonna need 2 sets of butter. So this one is gonna be just like room temperature. For the first one we're gonna use 2 ounces of butter. And the second butter we're going to use 4 ounces, but the second one we're going to keep in the fridge. We're not going to take out until we're going to use. And then water, we're going to use 4 ounces of water. Yeast, we're going to use 1 tablespoon. Sugar, we're going to use 3 teaspoons. Salt, 1 teaspoon. Alright, first let's start with the water. This is just room temperature water. We're gonna put the yeast and we're gonna mix it up. I'll get back to you when it's done mixing. Alright, so the yeast mixed up. Now we're gonna put the flour, but actually we're gonna put it little by little. I'm just gonna put 1 spoon at a time, 1 big spoon at a time, I guess. I'm keeping the speed really low. I don't want everything to be flying all over the place. I'm gonna throw in the butter. It sounds like it needs a little bit more water, so I'm gonna add just a little bit more water. Just a few drops. We're gonna add the sugar. We're gonna add salt. We're gonna let it mix up for like a good 8 minutes. I'll see you then. Alright, it's been 8 minutes. Actually, for the last 2 minutes I switched the hook to a hook. So I switched from the leaf shaped to the hook. And then I kept it like at really like a medium to low speed, but then I put the hook and then I lift it up higher. See, now the dough, everything is nice and firm. So I'm just gonna unhook this guy. We're gonna unhook the hook and we're gonna take it out and we're gonna roll it just a little bit in our working station, I guess. Yes, try not to add so much flour, because yeah, you don't want to add too much flour in there. So just a little bit, like this doesn't stick. Check it out. Yeah, this ingredients I'm just using it for, you know, like 8 croissants. You know, if you want to, you know, double that, just double the measurements. Alright, so as you see, like, it's nice and firm. So we're just gonna work out just a little bit. The machine did enough job to stretch the dough and get it together. Yeah, it doesn't need very much. You see, it doesn't even stick anymore. So I'm just gonna fold it on itself, make a nice bowl. There you go. And we're gonna give it a nice cut, and we're gonna put it in the fridge for a good 2 hours. So we're just gonna cut it right here. There you go. This will let it breathe and relax better. There you go. And now we're gonna put it. I put some flour at the bottom, and a little too much again. Don't need that much. All right, let's pick it up, put it in. I'm gonna cover it with some plastic. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Back to the croissant dough. So it's been sitting in the fridge for a good 5 hours. So it didn't go up so much. That was the whole idea. I didn't want it to rise. But it's nice and firm. So we're gonna get it up. See, it's not sticking or anything. But it's nice and cold. So the whole thing with the croissant is you gotta keep the dough cold and not a lot of flour. So we're gonna keep as less flour as possible. We're gonna need one of these guys. That's a must. All right, let's flour it up. So we're gonna start stretching it really nicely and softly. Let's not be violent. These are soft things, need to be treated softly. So really nice and slow. And stretch it out a little bit at a time. Yeah. So this is, like I said, this is a small portion. It's not really a lot of croissant. Probably I might end up getting 6, maybe 8 if you really want to stretch them. But yeah, that's what I'm shooting for, 6 or 8. So we're gonna keep stretching it. I'm trying to make because the shape really what we want is a nice rectangle shape. So we're gonna shoot for a rectangle. So it is best to start from the beginning with a rectangular shape as much as you can. So from the beginning, let's just aim for a rectangular shape. So this is the first stretching, I guess. We're not gonna do any folding right now. We're just gonna stretch it, and we're gonna put it back, or not gonna put it back. We're gonna put it actually in the freezer this time for a good 10-15 minutes, and then I'm gonna actually also prepare the butter. But let's just finish stretching this guy for a little bit more. Okay, that's good. Stretching enough. The one thing I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna take the measurement on this guy like this. So basically, if you have, you know, it's nice, you know, like the thickness, just the butter should be half of that. So I mean, you can use a ruler, you can use whatever technique works for you. Use it. Alright, so this is the whole thing, so I'm gonna use half of it. So basically I'm gonna, now can you see? I'm gonna have one side. I'm gonna have the other side. Exactly half. This is really professional, by the way. Yes, there you go. So I got this measurement, and then we have half. So I'm gonna basically I'm doing this because of the butter, because I know how much butter I'm gonna, how far I need to stretch it basically. So basically I'm making it like a little square where the butter can stretch without getting all crazy all over the place. So you see, like right here, so I need my butter to stretch as much as this area. So I'm gonna open it up. So let's put this guy away first. I'm gonna put this guy in the freezer for 15 minutes. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna stretch the butter. So I got the butter, 4 ounces of butter. Like I said, this is a small portion, so we're not aiming for a lot of croissant. We're not trying to open it, you know. Anyway, this guy, I'm gonna get a little bit, you know, a little hard on the butter, so we're just gonna try to tap it as much as possible. This is Irish butter, so it's salted butter. You can use, you know, any other soft butter, but just if it's salted or not salted, you have to adjust to how much salt you're gonna put actually with the dough. Almost there. Like that. So you see how like I'm stretching it, but I'm staying in my rectangle. That's what I'm aiming at. That was my scientific measuring technique was for. Alright. Okay. Let's lock it. There we go. Now we have a nice picture. We need to fill this space. That's it. Alright guys, I'm gonna keep stretching this guy. I'll see you when I'm done. Guys, this is the butter. Boom. So put it in the freezer with the dough. 15 minutes, and I'll see you then. Guys, the butter has been in the freezer for 15 minutes. The dough been in the freezer for 15 minutes. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna stretch it just a little bit more. There you go. Here. That's good. Taking the butter on it. All right, put it right in the middle. I mean, it doesn't really have to be perfect, right? Should be all right. And now we're just gonna fold it. And I'm gonna stretch it out to make a nice, even stop. There you go. Here. Right here. Back in there. Alright. I'm gonna have to take these pieces up. Put them right in here. Alright. Now I'm gonna stretch these pieces of dough. Cover all this area right here. This dough is gonna be really stretchy. It's not gonna give you problems or anything like that. So you can really work it with it really easily. I'm basically making like a little booklet. There you go. Boom. Got our booklet in there. Always when you stretch, open its top or bottom, not to the sides. All right. Let's do the first. So we're gonna fold it 3 times. If the dough start getting a little too sticky, then we put a little flour, but really little. I don't want to put a lot. It's tricky in here. And just a little bit. Let's do our first fold. There we go. And one more time. I'm gonna stretch it again. Always do the openings, top and bottom. We're just gonna put it like this and back in the freezer for another 15 minutes. See you then. 15 minutes for the croissant dough. Let's check it out. There it is. Stretch it some more. There you go. It's more flexible right now. Earlier it got a little hard and I don't want to force it, so it's a little hard. Just put it in the freezer. Alright, still stretching it. I'll stretch a little bit more. Alright, one more time on this side. Yeah, I think if you have a bigger area to stretch, that'll be best. Almost like marble. Alright, that looks better. Alright, so we're gonna do the 3 folds. Make sure everything is aligned all right. There you go. Now I'm gonna close it. And we're gonna keep it just like this and then put it in the freezer for another 15 minutes. I'll see you then. Back with the dough for the croissant. So we're gonna stretch it one more time. I can stretch it for the last time. We're gonna do the folds, 3 folds, and I'm gonna leave it one more time in the freezer for 15 minutes. Should be it. Oh guys, I've been stretching a little bit, so we're gonna close it one more time, 3 folds. All right, and I'm gonna put it back in the freezer. See you then, guys. Now this is it. We're gonna stretch it one last time and make our little triangles and to put for make the croissant. Alright, I was kept stretching it. It got a little too long, so I cut it in half. So I have one side here and the other side I left right there in parchment paper for now. I did have to use some extra flour. Start getting a little sticky in here. But now I got it to the thinness I want. Alright. That's it. Now we're gonna make the triangles. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, seriously, but you know. Maybe we can recycle some of them. We can just stretch some of them as much as we can. Here. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do this one right over here. I can stretch it a little bit more. Alright. There you go, you stretch it. And then we're gonna make a little cut right in the middle of the triangle, at the base of the triangle. Stretch it to the outside like this. Okay, see. To each far away from each other. There you go. Let's keep rolling. Boom. There you go, first croissant. You know what? I want to make some of them with some fillings. I'm gonna put some jelly fillings. So I have some apricot and I have some black currant. So let's use them. Use one of each. I'm getting a fork because I don't want to get the liquid. I just want to really get the jam. Not too much. We don't want to really stuff it too much. There you go. Alright, let's stretch it a little bit this way. It's gonna have the filling in it. And again, you just where your base, make a cut. And I stretch it to the outside. And just start rolling. There you go. When while they're still resting, make sure the last fold stays at the bottom. Just sticks to each other. All right, let's do one with the apricot. With my hand, I guess. There you go. And then you can put chocolate or whatever you want. There you go. Let's roll it. Leave the other one at the bottom. I'll see you. I'm gonna put all of them and then I'm gonna let them rest for 30 minutes, then put them in the oven. I'll see you after I get them out of the oven. Alright guys, well yeah, before I put it into the oven, there's an important step I forgot to tell you about. So it's the glazing. So I just put the yellow of egg, I put a drop of milk, that's it. Just gonna glaze away. Yeah, just like that. Just make sure you glaze everywhere, because you get a nice tan. Alright guys, I'm gonna finish these and I'm gonna put them in the oven at 300 for 20 minutes. I'll see you then. Alright guys, here's the croissant right off the oven. One of the guys with the, I think with the jelly, lost his cargo, but the rest looked all okay, so they're all doing okay. I'm gonna let them cool down a little bit, then open them up, see how they look inside. Alright guys, let's check it out. There you go. This one has the jelly, the fluffy layers. It's not as fluffy as I wanted with a lot of layers, but yeah, I mean it's homemade. There you go. This tastes pretty good. This one, the jelly, yeah, the jelly was ready to come out. Alright. Well, thank you. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.